How's everyone doing? I know I'm having a great day because I'm currently out at camp. And don't say I never do anything for you because I decided to make 2 episodes the night before I left. This is just to hold you guys over until we go back to making more YouTube and Twitch stuff. By the way, everybody that's been following me on Twitch, thank you so much. We already made affiliate, which means we've already got some subscribers, which is pretty cool. It's nice to see a lot of regulars. I'm getting to play with a few of you guys already a few times now. I've noticed a lot of the names in the chat. I've made a wall of heroes. That's everybody that has been supporting me in that endeavor. Marcus just came through today. He did the first few subs, actually. He hooked a few people up in the channel with it, so that was very cool of him. So I just wanted to say thank you to you, as well as to anybody else who has just been popping by and supporting in any way that they can. So what's this game going to be all about? I actually did watch this before recording the commentary, so I'm somewhat familiar with the game. There's a couple of nice moves like that one, and then there's a couple of laser shots. We end up using quite a bit of laser. This is just a pilots versus pilots, so it's going to be slightly different than the usual attrition you see me play. So we're changing it up this time. I also had a couple of games with some different weapons, which we will be playing as we go along. You'll pretty much get to see mostly everything I do these days. If you don't see it in a video, then you're probably just going to see it live on Twitch, because pretty much from here on end, most of the footage you're going to see is of me playing live on Twitch and then modifying it in some way for the YouTube channel. Whether that means still doing some cut-up montages with central themes or doing more complete games, it's going to be a little bit of a mix between the two of them. I say this on stream all the time. If I'm playing pilots versus pilots, I automatically miss my Titan. Like, I always think I'm on the verge of earning it, and then it's like, nope, just more pilots. I'm just used to the break and just like the different, how do you put it? It's a break in the game. It makes it so much different. There's like two paces to it, right? There's two modes in one when you're playing attrition. Whereas in pilots versus pilot, you're always in the same mode, so it's a lot easier to get into just one mind frame. But in when there's Titans, there's so much more to think about. Even when there's just grunts, there's so much more to think about, right? That's why I like it more. This to me is probably as vanilla as Titanfall can get if you play pilots versus pilots. Stock Titanfall, no add-ons. Some of the boosts can't even be used because they don't even apply to the game. I think right now I was trying to figure out how I make people join the party, or if it was gonna make it so they could be heard on stream. I figured that out now, but at the time I didn't know. This was one of the first times I was streaming, so it's all been a very big learning experience. By the way, since we now have subscribers and all that stuff, I am going to be working on the emotes. I'm going to be working on the subscriber stuff, just a lot of that stuff, like getting the OBS working. I have to do some upgrades to my computer in regards to software, and I don't want to risk losing all my data, so I do want to use most of my footage before I go on and move ahead. I think typically I would have just cut this part, but since I was streaming, I wasn't thinking too much of doing the cuts, so we ended up with a full game. And I think that's why actually I'm going to end up doing a lot more full games, because then I don't have to worry about playing, concentrating on everything going on in Twitch, as well as already making the cuts for the videos. So more full games. So for those of you who like that, get ready for a lot more of that. But I still think we're going to be doing the theme videos, because I think that's still something that I really enjoy doing, especially in this game, because I find that you can always just talk about one subject for so long, so it's kind of nice to highlight it. Also, Community Week is going to be coming up, so that's when I end up playing with you guys, and then we end up making that into a video. I am going to be jumping on Origin for that as well, so if you do want to join up with me, make sure to add me on Origin and just send me a message in... Actually, I'm not even familiar with how Origin works. I haven't used it at all, so everything right now is such a learning experience for me. I just got so much to do, so bear with me. And anybody that wants to help, well, you guys can contribute to the cause. If you guys know people that are actually artists, feel free to send them my way. If you know anybody that does designs, anything like that. I'm still actually looking for an intro. I have so much stuff to do. And I'm going on vacation, because that's what people do when they have so much work to do. Because I even got in real life work. You know, summer's almost over. We're supposed to be doing some house renos. Oh, we were supposed to be building the garage. Like, there's just no end to it. There's just so much stuff to do, and I'll be honest, I am pretty behind in every aspect. So, oh boy, maybe I shouldn't be up till whatever time it is now. It's pretty late, so whoa, I think I should call it soon. But we're gonna finish casting this game for sure. Is that grenade gonna hit? I don't think so. I think that was a little bit early. These guys already had G2s, that's why I didn't even stay down there. I'm like, I am just gonna get shot. I need to get a little bit closer. Because somebody's shooting me from behind. But I managed to make a decent getaway. Bunny hop up the stairs, which I'm like, this is perfect. I notice I really turn on the wheels when it's actually warranted. If not, I'm a pretty lazy bunny hopper. I'm sure most of you guys are. I find this game just takes a lot. I bet if you don't have an Elite controller or something like that, or if you're not on PC, it can probably get pretty tiring to try to bunny hop. Because even with a nice comfortable setup on the Elite, I'm still lazy about it. I prefer to do this. I like when I can keep myself just low enough to not get shot. You know what? I was really looking to make that escape. Like, I was feeling pretty good about all the maneuvers up until that point. I think a lot of people get that feeling in Titanfall when the walls are starting to close in. And it usually happens when you miss one of your movement tricks, or you manage to miss a ledge, or you don't land in the right spot. There's so many things that throw me off my groove in this game, and it usually just starts with one small mistake, and then I'm not looking forward into the next movement. I kind of space out when things don't go according to plan. Are you guys like that? Are any of you guys kind of the same? Or are you more of do whatever happens happens? Because I typically have like 1 to 2 moves ahead, and then it's improvisation. I'm like, why is there always someone behind me? I can see my own frustration there missing. And I didn't want to do it with the R201 because at that range, I think you still have almost a little bit of a window to get away as you're getting shot. It's hard to tell. I think it also depends on your internet, because sometimes the deaths can seem quicker than they are, and that's, you know, for most games with a low TTK. It's the same thing with COD. If I had amped weapons there, I probably would have killed them. And it's funny because you actually need amped weapons just to compete against a Spitfire or G2 at range. But I still think the best weapon to use is your laser. You know, if you miss once, they're definitely onto it. Going for the follow-up shots isn't the best thing, but if there's somebody who uses a G2 or a Spitfire, usually they're gonna actually have to be on their feet at that range in order to aim. So you do have that going for you when you're still trying to laser them, even once they've figured out what's happening. There's way too many there. Like, so far I like what I'm doing. I'm putting myself in a position where I don't have to take on all of them all at once. I cut off that angle for a bit. Almost cut off that angle. It would have been better for me to just slingshot up into that edge there and just wall run on it for a bit until I got my health back. Something like what I'm doing right there. And you can see out the glass too, right? Nothing gives me more satisfaction than taking out some guy's sentry when he just drops it. If I get them both, even better. What else is kind of like that? When you're killing somebody that's about to get into their Titan, I think that's probably one of the most devastating deaths in this game. Same with the Titanfalls. If you drop your Titan on a pilot, I think that's one of the most satisfying kills as well. Grapples, obviously. I get a big kick out of the grapples. There's been a lot of people trying to grapple me, and man, punching people that grapple you is so much easier than trying to grapple someone and punch them. I don't know why, but I know when somebody grabs me, like, success rate on countering the grapple, if it's just face on, I feel like I win that battle 3 out of 4 times. Anyways, this game's pretty much done. It came down to time? We didn't even get the score? That's not good. That means we weren't being aggressive enough. Come on, teams. Everybody's got to hustle out there. My god. Is that amped? No, just a regular Spitfire. What are you looking at, Kevlar? Somebody up there? Let's take a look. Yep. What are these two doing? Oh, hover. If you would have hit that, eh? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. On paper, cut to you, and I'll see y'all when I get back.